Okay. All right. So I was telling James that I don't really have like an official listing presentation, but don't worry. This is what I do. So you have a relationship with the seller already, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. If I ever don't, I just try to build up like a lot of rapport prior to, just basic conversations. And then have you been to the house yet?
I have. Yeah.
You have. Okay, perfect. So typically I do like a 2-part meeting, but you'll just have one. So you're going to get right to it when you get there. So if you hadn't met with them or seen the property before, typically I try to like bestie it up before I get there. Then I get there and I say, hey, this first visit, I really just need to lay eyes on your property so I can do my research or have what I need to be able to do my research, see, just see what you got going on. And then after that, we'll have a second call. So either it'll be on the phone, FaceTime, Google Meets, whatever. And then we'll go over my findings. So when I do that part, and this is what I think you should bring, let me share my screen. I just fill out a template. Okay. So I'll share a doc. I think I have all this stuff somewhere, but I use this
Okay.
email template as a guideline. I'll send it to you in just this exact thing in just a second. But basically, I run through these steps. So I'll pull comps. I'll do a quick CMA and save it. Then I'll make sure that I have the actual listing. So now, in this last one I just did, I put a link now that you can do that from FMLS. So I had like the actual listings in one link that came in the CMA. Sorry, can you hear the train? Okay.
I was wondering what.
Yes, there's a train. Okay, so
one report or one login or one something, right?
one home.
One home.
Yeah, so where is it? Okay. So I also run a seller net showing them how much they're going to take home based on this CMA that I ran, and I'll show you how to do that. I fill in this, then after that, and this is literally just in order. Then it says fill in the email template. So based on the CMA and my seller net, I go through here and fill it out. What else? And then depending on if you think you're going to get it or not, like immediately you can go ahead and attach or bring like your listing agreement, your seller disclosure, community association disclosure, all that stuff. And typically, since I usually do it in a part 2 meeting, I'll just attach it to this email, but you can print this stuff out and bring it. And then the last thing, yeah, go ahead and draft the listing agreement and send the lead-based paint, and then add your timeline of significant events to the calendar. And this is after they agree. So like I'll put these dates on the actual calendar. So whatever dates I fill in here, I'll literally send the client, or I have Maggie do it, but she'll send like, today we're doing staging. This day we're signing paperwork. This day we're doing marketing, whatever, just so that everybody's on the same page. So let me send this to you. So you have it. But I'll show you what I just sent this out and got the listing. So 1 hour ago. So I went to the property yesterday. I took pictures of it, told her I was going to send her email this morning. Didn't send it until 1 o'clock, but this is what it looked like. So same template. I let her know that her numbers will come in at 227 with any offer over 250. And how I came to that was my seller net sheet. So do you know where to find this in FMLS already?
I do, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And I keep it pretty basic. I put the different, and these numbers are typically the lower, like whatever the lowest sale was, and then the highest one, and then the like what's in the middle. And I always do like round numbers. I don't do like the actual like weird numbers. And then for this one, I came in a little bit higher than what the lowest one sold for, because I don't think it will sell anywhere near that low. and the range would have been too wide, if that makes sense. So I try to keep like the range within, I don't know, like $40,000 if I can, because you don't want people to be like, so I can either sell it for 225 or 300. Like, what's the, what's the difference in between? So I put right here, I have $3,000 here. That's for staging. The prorated taxes, that you just get that from the tax stuff. I took the average of closing costs for the recent sales. It came to this number. And typically with this, I would put 4,000 instead of the actual number, but for some reason I didn't. On this is 150. I keep that standard for closing attorney fees.
Okay.
Then here's our commission. So 3%, and then the broker admin fee. So, and then I just explained this to her. Asher. Sorry.
You're good.
Okay. So that's that. And then I got those numbers. Let me show you the quick CMA. I got those numbers from here. So I took the actual closed. And then I went over to the sales price, what it actually sold for. And so see, the bottom one was 210. That was way too far off. And this house is better than that one. And then the highest was 286. And this one's a little less better than that. So I suggest that she list at 269. And that's what we went with. But I also included all this because I wanted her to see, like, okay, there's a lot of properties that got withdrawn. So we don't want to do any of what they did. So basically I put this in here so that she listens to me. Like, look, this can go really wrong. And that's what it looks like. So all of that, and what else? And here's the actual listings. Do you know how to get this link?
Which on One Home? I think so.
So you you pull your comps. Oh, they're still up. You pull your comps, right? And then you press share link down here. And then you click generate URL and copy.
Perfect.
And then it will come up with that branded to you. So all of these will have like your name and stuff. See my little picture down here.
Okay.
So I did that, but if you don't do that, then what I used to do, Asher, what I used to do is press this print button,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll do the buyer full with map, and then I'll also get the photos, and then I'll print the PDF and attach it.
Awesome.
Okay, and what else? And then you just literally go in and you fill it. Here's the closing cost. They didn't have a mortgage balance, but you would have put that on the net sheet if they did. And
Okay.
then go ahead.
I just said okay.
Okay. And then any additional money you think they should spend, go ahead and put that in there, just because, like, you don't want them to feel like you're springing anything on them. Like, whatever you tell them the bottom line is, that should really be what their bottom line is based on the seller net. And then here, prepping to go to market. So basically I shared with her the things that is wrong with the property. And then I'm telling her what we can do, like what's wrong completely, what things that I feel like are, we can do something about it. And basically my solution was staging and good marketing. And then I showed her a listing that was staged with the company I want her to use. And then I put the timeline, and this is it. So for this email, I wasn't sure if I was going to get it because I was up against 2 other realtors. So instead of like taking the time to fill out the listing agreement and all of this stuff ahead of time, I just put step 1 is to confirm you're ready to move forward. But if typically I would go ahead and attach it. Like this little setup, it works probably 8 out of 10 times for me. I've been using it for a while and it just works. So you would attach the listing agreement and everything down here so they can go ahead and become familiarized with it. And then once they say they agree, then you just download it and put it into, for e-signature or whatever. And that is that's pretty much it.
That's awesome. I love it.